Hello students, welcome to DBMS video. I am Rituja Patil, a faculty from KLBSA College, Nippani. So in my last video, I discussed regarding the what is an entity and what is an attribute and what are the different types of attributes. Okay, so all those things I have discussed. So in this video, let's see regarding what is the entity type and entity sets. Okay, what are the entity types and what are the entity sets? See, what is this entity set? Entity type, it defines collection or set of entities, which type of entities? That have same attributes, okay. So each entity type in the database is described by its name and its attribute. So yes, of course, we saw a company database, right? So there are which are the entity types we have defined, we have recognized? That is, one was the employee, another was department, and one more was the project. So those are nothing but the entity types. So in that entity type employee, we were having entity type employee had so many attributes, say SSN, the first name, middle name, last name, their salary, their addresses, all those things we were having, right? So this is how an entity is recognized. If you enter a student name, say a employee name, say Rutuja, she'll be recognized by the type of attribute. Suppose if you enter another employee, say Pooja, so these two are the entities which are having the same attributes. So that's why they belong to the entity type employee. Okay, so that's why they belong to the entity type employee. Now let's here in this, let us consider two different uh, entity sets. Say one is the employee and another is company. So what all things we have? Assume that employee is an entity type name. The type of entity name here, let us consider here, is an employee. So this employee has three attributes. Okay, as of now we will restrict the number of attributes for this example as only three. Okay, and those are name of the employee, age of the employee, and salary of the employee. So when I create a table for employee in my database, what all things I will be storing there? I will be storing data regarding name of the employee, age of the employee, and salary of the employees, right? Okay, so if I enter a employee named John, if I want to enter the details of the employee John, what all things I'll enter there? Yes, I'll enter that employee name as John, and his age is 55, and the salary is say 80k, that is 80,000. So even now, if you want to include one more employee name, that is Fred Brown, that employee name is Fred Brown. So what is his age? Is 40 and salary is 30,000. Like that, if you include one more employee, clerk, what is his age? 25 and his salary is 30k. So can you observe here which type of data are we storing here? We are storing the similar data for each and every employee, whether that person may be a John, Brown, or clerk, whoever it is, whichever employee it is. What we are entering? We are entering only his name, his age, and salary. That is what? Same attribute, entries for the same attribute. We are having here the collection or set of entries. Are these not the collection or set of entries? Yes, these are the collection or set of entries that have the same attributes. So you can see, no, here each and every entry has the same attribute. John Smith is for name. Similarly, Fred Brown is also for the name. Judy Clark is also for the name. Age is for 55 is for age, 40 is for age, 25, this value is also for the age. Similarly, salary, 80k is also for the salary, 30k is for the salary, and 20k is for the salary. So this is how we are entering a collection of entities which are having the same attributes. Here I can't include a student data. Why? Because students are not given a salary. Students are not given a salary because they are not employees, right? So that's why we cannot include here student data in this, right? So that is why that is not the student. Any student name does not belong to an entity type employee because they are not having the salary, right? So this is what is called as entity type. So here we are having the example of entity type employee. All right, so now let us see one more entity type or example, say company. Okay, so if we consider company as another entity type, see, companies will be having what? Company, how they are identified? Companies will be identified by their names, then the headquarters, where is the headquarters of that company located in, and then we are having the presidents of the company. Each and every company will be having one president, right? Yeah. Now, here first entry is what? Sumco Oil. Sumco Oil is what? That is the name of a company. Sumco Oil is the name of a company. Then Houston. This Houston is nothing but headquarters where that Sumco Oil company is located, where the headquarters of that Sumco Oil is there. And then who is the president of that company? That is John Smith. The president of that company is John Smith. So that is one entry regarding the entity type company. Now suppose if you see another entry if you can see what we are having, fast computer. One more entry, the company name here is the fast computer, and then Dallas. Okay, that is the place, that is where the headquarters is located. And then Bob King is the name of the president of that company. Means can you see, even though if I include here 10 entries or 1000 entries, I will be keeping the same type of entries, that is name of the company, headquarters of the company, and president. Is it not that we are storing the collection of entries of the same attributes, right? So this type of entities which are having the same attribute, which are having the entries for the same attributes, those collection of entities together, what we do, we give a name for that, and that is nothing but the entity type. Okay, that is nothing but the entity type. Suppose if you consider another entity type, say department. Okay, suppose if I consider another entity type department, so what all the possible attributes we can create for the department? What are the things which describe that department? They are nothing but the department name, department number. Okay, these are the main things, right? Department number and department name. So for each and every department entries that we make in that department table, we are going to write the department number. Suppose if I take a department number as 101 and department name say BCA. Now one more department I'll take 102 and the department name say BBA. Another number say 103 and the department name is BCom. So like this, for each and every entry that I do in that department table, what I'll be having, I'll be having entries for the department number as well as entries for the department names. Okay, as well as entries for the department names. So this is what for such a collection or set of entries for the same attributes, we will be given a name. We will give a name, that is nothing but the entity type, using which all those entries can be identified. Okay, so basically what is the definition for entity type? Entity type defines a collection or set of entities. See, this E1 is one entity, E2 is another entity, A3 is another entity. Means each and every employee here is an entry. Each and every employee here is an entry. Similarly, here in this, each and every company, whatever we enter the data regarding that, that is nothing but one entry. Okay, so this entity type defines a collection or set of entries that have same attributes. Okay, and each type and each entity type in the database, how it is described, that is described by its name. That is each entity type. See, each entity type here is the employee. How it is described? It is described by its name. That is what? That is the this set of collection, this collection. Okay, set of entities. How they are defined? They are defined by a name. That is the entity type name. Which type of entities I can store there? I can store there employee types of entities. Employee types of entities. Similarly, here what we can do? In this table, what we can store? We can store in this collection which type of entries we can store? We can store the entries with respect to the companies. So that's why a name is given for a particular entity types, for a particular collection or a set of entities, which describes that entity. Okay, so that's why each entity type in the database is described by its name. Not only name, along with the names, what they are having the attributes. So in this case, this employee table has the attributes, say name, age, as well as salary. Okay, now this company has attributes, say name, headquarters, and presidents. So each and every company, whichever you store in these entries, they will be identified by name, headquarters, and president. Okay, so this is regarding the entity types. Now let's move on for the next. Now what about the entity sets? Entity set, see, this is nothing but collection of all the entries of a particular entity type in a database at any point in time, that is called as entity set. Okay, see, entity type is nothing but what? That is nothing but it is a collection or a set of entities which are having the same attributes. For them a name is given, that is nothing but the entity type. Now what is this entity set? It is nothing but the actual collection of entities. These are, here we are having the entries for the entities. Okay, a collection of all the entities at a particular entity type, of a particular entity type. Suppose if we have taken employee, so we will be having their collection of entries. Say suppose if there are 10 employees, we will be having entries for all those 10 employees, right, in the database at any point of time, at any point in time. That is called as entity set. And entity set is usually referred to using the same name as that of entity type. Okay, like for example, employee, here it refers to both, that is type of an entity as well as the current set of all employee entries in that database, as well as current set of all employees entries in that database. Okay, so that's why this an entity type describes what? It describes the schema or intention for a set of entries that share the same structure. Entity type in the sense it will be having a name, that is the name of the entity type. Say employee is the name of the entity type, and what it describes the schema, that is intention of a set of entries, and the sense structure of a set of entries which share this same attributes. Like in the sense it says which type of a data we can store in that table. Okay, it will give us the different types of attributes, I mean the attributes for which we are having the entries for that particular entity in that entity type. Okay, now the collection of entities, whatever entries we make, whatever entries we enter, whatever the entities that we enter, okay, the collection of entries of a particular entity type, all those entries, suppose 10 employees are there in the company, okay, then all the data regarding those 10 employees, the same data will be entered there for all those attributes, right, with respect to that particular entity. Okay, So a collection of entries of a particular entity type that is grouped into an entity set, which is called as extension of an or extension of the entity type. Okay, see, the collection of all entries of a particular entity type in a database at any point in time, that is called as entity set. And an entity type, what it is a schema or it is a intention for a set of entries which share the same structure, that is for which we do entries for the same attributes. As for example, we can see this example. Okay, so here we are having diagram A. So what it says, the car entity type with two key attributes, the car entity type with two key attributes in the sense using which you can identify that this is a so and so car. Okay, so those are nothing but the key attributes, that is registration and vehicle ID. Okay, if I know the vehicle ID, I can identify that this car is so and so car, and registration ID, then also I can identify this. So this first diagram, this denotes what? The ER diagram for the car. Okay, ER diagram for the car. ER diagram for the car in the sense entity relationship. So car is an entity type here. Car is an entity type name. Okay, I repeat, here car is the type of the entity, where in this entity type you can make the entries regarding the car. You can make the entries with respect to car, that too of what? That too of a particular attributes only. In that table you can have the entry regarding the car, that too of particular attributes only. Now which type of attribute values you can store in that? That is, first one is registration. There you will be having state information and what is the number for that registration, right? And then the ID for a vehicle. Okay, and then the vehicle ID, and then the model of that car, and then what is the make of that car, making of that car. Okay, and then color of that car. Color, since we have discussed in my previous video, since if any attribute is represented with the double ovals, then that is called as which type of attribute? That is called as multi-valued attributes, right? So even we had taken the same example there, that is the color of a car. A car can have multiple colors, means the single model, the same model car can be available in more than one color. So that's why we always most of the time represent the color attributes in double oval, in the sense they are having the multiple values. And similarly, we are having attributes for car as year also. Okay, so basically here car is an entity type. Car is an entity type wherein which we have an data for registration ID, means in that car entity type we are storing data for the registration. Registration is again composed of two different attributes. One is a state and one more is number. So that's why this registration is a composite attribute which is composed of two different parts, two sub parts, that is state and number. Okay, and since registration ID for each and every car will be unique, right? They will be unique. So that's why we have underline there. That's why we have underline in this attributes. So wherever we are having underlines, they are nothing but the key attributes. Now we will be discussing in detail what are these key attributes, but remember that key attributes are the attributes using which you can recognize that particular entity. Okay, now similarly we will be having entries for the vehicle IDs. Yes, even if I know the vehicle ID, then also I can identify that vehicle. That's why we have their underline. Now year is there, and then we are having the model and then make, and then color. So these are the different attributes for which we will be having the entries for different cars. Okay, now let's see for this diagram 2. Now let's come for this diagram 2, that is B. What we have here is we are having the entity type car. Okay, now type is car, but which type of information we are storing there, that defines the entity type. So entity type is nothing but it is a schema or extension which describes the type of a data that you can store into it. It is what you can store a registration number for each and every car, that is a registration number, and then vehicle ID, and then make, model, year and color. Only this data we can store, and only these same set of data can be stored for all the cars. Now suppose if we are having the first car entry, okay, if you are making the one car entry, say the registration number for that car is ABC123. Okay, ABC123, that is a number, and state is Texas. State is Texas. Here this entry you can see. Right, so registration, it has a number and the state is Texas. Now vehicle ID is TK629. Similarly, vehicle make is Ford Mustang, and then model is convertible. Then the year in which this model is developed, launched is 2004. And then color, in which color this car is available. This car is available in two different colors. One is red as well as black. Since it's a multi-valued attribute, so we have their parenthesis. Okay, yes, so this is regarding the entry of a car. This is regarding the entry of a car, that is Ford Mustang. Now next, second car entry also we are having one more car entry, that is the registration number for that car is this car also is having a registration number ABC123, but the state in which this car is registered, that is in the New York. That is where, that is in the New York. Okay, now vehicle ID is WP9872, WP9872, and then this make is Nissan. This is from Nissan Maxima, and then model is 4-door. This is a 4-door car, and then year is in 2005. The color in which this car is available, the color in which this car is available, that is only in one color, that is nothing but the blue color. So this is regarding the entry of a second car. This is regarding the second car entry. So next is one more car entry we are having, that is VSY 720, that is a registration number, and then Texas is the state number, state name, and then we have a entry for a vehicle ID, and then making is this one, and then model is, this is also 4-door model, and year in which this car is launched is 2002, and this car is available in two different colors, that is one is white and one more is blue. One thing you need to observe here, which type of information we have stored here in this entries. See, all these things are registration numbers, and this is registration state, and here we are having all the entries for vehicle ID, and then we have all the entries for vehicle making. Okay, and then we have model, so and so model, and then we have year, and finally we have color. means for all the entries, how many entities are there? For all those entities we are having the similar type of entry, similar type of entity. Such collection of entries which is available in a database at any point in time, that is called as what? Set. That is called as entity set. Okay, so here at this point what we are able to see, entity set with 3 entries, entity set with 3 entries for a car entity type. Okay, entity set with 3 entries for a which type of entity type? For a car entity type. Okay, so I think now what is this entity type and what is the entity set is clear, but still let me brief out what we saw in this video, that is entity type. Okay, so what is this entity type? Entity type, it defines a collection, it defines what? A collection or a set of entities that have same attributes. It defines a collection or set of entities that have the same attributes, and each entity type in a database is described by its name and attributes. See, entity type we have taken here the employee. Employee is the type of that entity type, name of that entity type, wherein which you can store similar data. That is, all the entries in that employee table can have the same attribute data. That is what? All the entries for that employee table can have the name. Each and every employee will have a name and then age and their salary. Only the data regarding 3 attributes will be stored in this entity type, that is what? Employee. If you want to store more data, then what we need to do? We need to create an attribute first. Okay, then we need to create an attribute first and then we can go for the entries in it. Okay, and then next we are having another type of entity we saw here is company. So in this company what we can do, company is what? This is the name of an entity type. So here we are able to store here also similar type of data for all the entries. Which type of data? That is, we can store name of a company, then their headquarters name, and then who is the president. All the entries which we are able to see here are having the same entries, that is name, headquarters and president. So this is what the entity type. Okay, so basically entity types define a collection or set of entities that have the same attributes. Okay, and each entity type in the database, how it is described? By its name and the attributes for which we will be making the entries. Okay, now next we saw entity set. What is the entity set? Entity set is nothing but it is a collection of all entities of a particular entity type. So in this previous diagram what we saw, entity type was a employee. Entity type was a employee. So for that entity type, how many entries we had there? 3 employees we had, right? So that collection of the entities of employee 1, employee 2 and employee 3, those collection of entities of a particular entity type in the database at any point in time, that is called as entity set. That is called as entity set. Okay, so usually entity set name and entity set referred to using the name of the entity as the entity type only, because we will be having entries for that particular entity type itself. Only thing is we will be making the entries here. Entity type is just a name given for that collection of entries. Okay, now basically what this entity type is, it describes the schema or we can say intention for a set of entries which share the same structure, which are sharing the same structure. Okay, now the collection of entries of a particular entity type, that is grouped into an entity set, which is called as extension. So here entity type is nothing but a name and it describes the same structure for each and every entities which we are going to store in that entity type. And the set is nothing but, the entity set is a collection of entries of a particular entity type that we have grouped into an entity set. Okay, so here we saw these two, this example, car is an entity type. So this entity type can store a data with a similar structure, that is registration, number, state, vehicle ID, make, model, year and the color. Okay.